Video button. We're gonna hope I did. Oh yeah, it says recording. Sweet. Alright, cool. Prone Wolves are back again. Check it out, yo. Ogre is finished. So, I'll give you a list, or no, please don't do that. I'll give you a rundown of the externals that we put on, and then Atlas will give you a rundown of the internals, because he's our internal guy. So, inside here, well, not inside here, here's our drum magazine that we put in. We were going for an authentic Russian style build with this. Maybe not, maybe not authentic PKM or whatever, but authentic, enough. So this is actually a replica of a Cold War era Russian suppressor called the PBS-04. There's like I don't know if you can see it on there. There's pictures posted. Right, yeah. It's got, and the magazine is annoying, but it's got a sweet, it's got Russian lettering all over the thing, and then the, all over the gaff. We've got on here, up on the silencer, it's all Russian lettering. We have drum magazine is, like I said, 2,500 rounds, and that's, once again, an authentic Russian-style drum magazine. Go ahead and give them a rundown on the internals.
Okay, so for the internals, we pretty much completely stripped out the gearbox and reworked it. So we put in a 16:1 gear set ratio, so that's for every 16 turns of the gear from the motor, that's one shot. For the pull on the M120 spring that we threw in there.
That's what's the standard gear ratio?
Standard gear ratio is around probably 160 or 110 to 1.
So yeah.
So it's pretty low rate of fire from that, but we put in a high torque motor to spin at a higher rate of speed and be able to pull the M120 spring that we put in, which is going to put out about 400 to 410 FPS with a .2, which we are firing .2s.
We'll definitely bump it up to .25s for the actual firing, but I mean, that's a whole bunch of rounds. We gotta find some way to expend them.
We also put in a new piston and a new piston head, which is
we have a Modify,
absolutely great.
Yeah, the Modify Ultimate piston, or Quantum, I think is what they called it.
And the only thing on the box besides the name of the piston is Ultimate.
Ultimate and Ideal.
Yeah.
and then so the piston head is Sistema.
Is Sistema, and it's a non-ported cylinder, so and non-ported piston, so it's going to use all the compression that we get from the spring pulling back on the piston. So that's about all we put in. We also have an 11.1 LiPo.
Oh no, barrel.
Oh, and we put in a longer inner barrel. We put in a 6.03 millimeter tight bore, and it's 590 millimeters long.
It's actually 6.01.
6.01. All right. So,
590 millimeters.
And it is just to.
It's a Modify hybrid, if anyone's wondering the type of barrel.
It's to about here in the inner barrel, which is great.
Actually, but I mean, yeah, it doesn't go all the way out to the front. We did that because a longer barrel would cause a bit of drag on the baby, and we figured 590 is basically enough. And even if it was longer, we do risk potential bending. The magazine is loud as all hell. That's kind of this stock does fold. It's a bit odd considering the weapon now weighs about 8.5 pounds unloaded.
Yeah, if we decide to put in the actual magazine, we can still fold the stock.
Yeah.
If we decide to use it as the Marksman roll, or just decide to use it as a smaller magazine, so we want to be quieter.
But with the heavy as hell magazine in there, you kind of want the stock extended.
Yeah. And so that's about it for this gun. It's a beautiful piece of work. I love it, personally.
Now we'll shoot it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the full auto.
It is glorious as all hell. Yeah, semi-auto. We do have that. Who's going to be using that, though? I'll give you nobody. Alright, and then we actually do have a safety. We actually were flubbing around for a while without a safety, but now we got one. So
yeah, we forgot to put in the selector plate that actually stops the trigger from moving on the
There was a lot of trouble with the builds. You can check out our Facebook page to see all the pictures from it. But yeah, there you go. There is the... Oh, yes, and it does have a name. It is Ogre. Yes. We're just going to be yelling... Honestly, we're just going to yell Shrek quotes when we're firing this thing on the field. It's going to be great. Donkey! This is my swamp! It's going to be great.
This is about the point where you run away.
Where you run away. Alright, cool. Prone Wolves out, y'all.